Well, folks, we're eyeing closer and closer to the CFT playoffs. It's the CFT for College Football 26 live from BVG Studios. I am that other guy alongside my broadcast partner, Brownsville Gamer.
And it's Oregon State at Tennessee. Two teams with 2 wins and 2 losses. So this is basically a play-in game. The winner will move on with a 3-2 record and one more opportunity to sneak their way into the playoffs. The loser will be eliminated. It's going to be an interesting game as Tennessee is ranked 20th and Oregon State is going to try to, make something happen as they're fighting for a playoff spot.
And what do you think? I mean, Tennessee coming off a pretty close win in their last game that we saw them now. Now they're another game in the round after they just defeated, Arizona State. What does Tennessee have to do? Like I told you last time, Tennessee has to stop playing down the competition. And they can't, even though Oregon State is no team to slouch at, they're fighting for a playoff spot as well as Tennessee here.
Well, Tennessee enjoys to try to, run it down the field. But they have wide receivers like Brazil, right? They want to take advantage of him early on so they can try to make an early lead. Try to set up a gap that's comfortable even if Oregon State tries to make some sort of a comeback. Speaking of which, Tennessee has the ball, and Aguilar, he gets it for 20 yards for a first down.
And what do you think Oregon State have to do now? Because like I said, they're fighting for their playoff spot, and this is a must-win game for both teams, but mostly I think for Oregon State because no one expected them after the abysmal record they had in last year's tournament. What do you think they have to do to not only compete with Tennessee, but to win this game?
Well, look, for Oregon State, their defense has to do a lot of heavy lifting because I see that Oregon State is underperforming when it comes to their passing game. I mean, their rushing game is not all that bad, but you're going up against a Tennessee that has a really good rush defense. So you have to pay attention to what's going to happen as they try to run it down the field. But I'm curious to see how Tennessee will try to put up some points early in the game. Can they do that? Or will this be a defensive?
Oh, boy, wow.
Like the answer has already been told. That's a touchdown for the Volunteers.
What do you think already in their first possession, already scoring the first 6 points of the game?
Well, look, Tennessee is 14th ranked, right? They've defeated really good teams. So to see Tennessee try to play early and gain early, I mean, that's the type of Volunteers game that we want to see from them if they're fighting for another playoff spot.
Yeah, like I said, Tennessee already starting off hot, first play with a bomb down the field, and they're already taking the lead as the crowd is rocking here. And again, Oregon State, this is a must-win for them. They got to, win to stay alive. Already not looking good. They already gave up 6 points already, and we're not even a minute into the first quarter. I mean, what do you say about that?
Well, right now, the game is, we're 1 minute into the game. I think Oregon State, they're going to have an opportunity to respond. Speaking of which, let's talk about Oregon State a little closely. They're ranked 12th in the tournament with a 2-2 record, so this is a play-in game for them. They've won 2 games on the road against Louisiana and Army at home, but lost to Fresno State and lost to a really good Ohio State, projected to be the top team in the tournament.
And you say, those losses, like I said, when those losses, they lost by damn near 40 points.
Right.
But again, I'm not going to lie, I counted them out, but now they're in a position where they win, they're in. And do you think they had something to turn around midway through this tournament to put them in this position?
I mean, I think that having an opportunity to hold their own against good teams, now Oregon State gets the ultimate test because it's really play or go home. They had the opportunity to experiment against some good teams. They won games where it mattered, especially winning on the road. It's always a really big challenge at tournaments like this. You only get 3 away games, assuming you don't get
And then another thing, too, sorry to cut you off. Oregon State is playing on the road on one of the toughest stadiums to play in the country. Does that even get into their psyche? What does the coach have to do to come back?
Remember, they played against Ohio State. So this is not anything new to them. If anything, this is much lighter in comparison to playing in Columbus. So to me, the pressure is not necessarily where they're playing. It's just where they are, right? Like if I'm Tennessee, I need to make sure that I'm using my possession time to build the best opportunities to get down the field. We need to see more of that coming from the Volunteers. But right now, Oregon State will get a first down, and it's now 1st and 10 at the 48.
As Oregon State are moving down the field with 2:50 left to go in the first quarter. Packed house here in Tennessee for the Vols. I mean, again, Oregon State, not a team likely who to be in this position. I would say, and I don't care if the fans understand that, completely lucky they're in this situation to begin with, because so for all intents and purposes, they should have been eliminated a long time ago after those devastating losses, especially to Fresno State.
Well, look, I think that this is a redeemable moment for Oregon State, right? If they can do something to keep themselves in the game, to me, that's all that matters. Figure out a way to stay in the game. And I think Oregon State is going to be a team that's going to try to figure it out, but they're going to do it in a very tough atmosphere in Tennessee. So right now, that's going to be a gain of 8, making it 3rd and 2 at the 45. So for Oregon State, I think one thing that Oregon State is relatively decent is third down conversions. I think that if they're able to try to get some key opportunities to move the chains, then Oregon State's going to increase their chances to try to get some points on the board.
You could have a point there, as they are now 3rd and 2. What are they going to throw it, and they get the first and get about maybe 3 or 4 yards extra, so a gain of maybe 13, and the chains keep moving as they're well inside their territory with 1:30 left to go in the first quarter.
Well, you see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. As long as they're able to figure out a way to move down those yards, they'll have a new opportunity to figure out a way to shake up the defense.
You might have a point there, as they are well in their territory. Let's see what they're going to do. They're going to hand the ball off, and it's going to go nowhere, but there's an injury timeout
by Ryan Berger.
I guess he needed a burger because he's going to need his power up to get back into this game.
Ooh, I don't know where that came from.
I mean, he's hurt, so.
Here we are. It's 2nd and 9 at the 40. Quick question. For Tennessee, now that they're playing at home, is this the edge that they need? Is playing at home going to be an advantage for them, especially since they're up by 1 possession?
I mean, yeah, it's Oregon State. They should have no reason to lose this game. Tennessee also need to win to get in?
Again, both teams are 2 and 2, so whoever wins, they'll be one step closer to
right. So you get
losers eliminated.
Right. So at the end of the day, I mean, this should. This is gonna come off harsh. I don't want to say this is going to be a cakewalk, but they should have no problems taking care of this Oregon State team. This Oregon State team is, like them playing for their, playoff position, or playing to fight another day. Well, also, it's Tennessee. Tennessee, like I told you in the last game, they need to stop playing down to competition. They almost lost to Arizona State.
Very true.
So they can't do the same thing with Oregon State here. So let's see what they're going to do here on defense.
Well, Oregon State
is going
to try to go for it on 4th.
And
not make it happen. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. And Tennessee's going to play starting at the 35.
I mean, I like the aggression from Oregon State, but I think it's a little too early for that.
And right now, Tennessee's going to try to see if they can take advantage of it, but gain nothing.
And what do you think about that? What do you think about Oregon State going aggressive so early in the game?
Well, look, you're going up against a really red-hot Tennessee offense when it comes to their passing game. I mean, you want to figure out ways to sneak a quick 3 and out so you can get the ball back, right? You got to get points on the board. And if Oregon State has any chance of beating Tennessee, they got to score and get some points up early. Don't make it so difficult going into the 3rd, maybe into the 4th quarter, trying to score points to get back in the game or even get into the game.
Right. I see what you mean there. As we finish the first quarter and we can see the stats, they're pretty much kind of even.
Tennessee's throwing for 75 yards, so that's a relative advantage. But we don't see much being capitalized by both sides right now. So let's see what happens as we go into the second quarter. It's 3rd and 4 at the 41. Let's see if Tennessee can move it down a bit. Will not, and that's going to be a drop pass. It's going to be 4th and 4.
Aguilar looks kind of upset at his receiver that didn't hold on to the ball. But, yeah, you got to catch those. And Tennessee's going to give up, and Oregon State will see what they do in the next possession here.
Well, now that we're waiting, we're going to see the ball going back. We know Indiana, Ohio State, and Fresno State are the last 3 teams that are undefeated. Here's my question to you right now. Outside of these 2 teams, can Fresno State stay undefeated? Do you think that at this point Indiana is legitimate being in the top field? And do you think Ohio State is the legit number one team? So those are the main questions I think I want you to try to tackle as we're watching this game.
All right, well, we're going to have to go one at a time. Oregon State, they're the best team in this tournament, bar none, not even close.
Wait, who?
Sorry, I apologize, folks. Ohio State, probably one of the teams, we're guaranteed to have a brand new CFT champion. We're guaranteed that.
Yeah.
And I think it might be Ohio State that might take it all away. However, Indiana is white hot right now. They are, oh my goodness,
And
we
that's
got
an
a pick.
interception. And we see the pick, and that's going to be the Volunteers' possession.
Wow.
By number 22.
The team is hype, as rightfully so, and the quarterback is not happy that he gave up that ball. And that's going to be a pick for Tennessee as the defense is hyped, and rightfully so, and this crowd is hyped.
And they're going to be at the 32-yard line looking at Talander, number 22. That was a executed opportunity.
And look at that. He
to show
read that play and like he knew
right
it-
there
he
at
knew it was
the
coming.
right time, and he just was right ahead of it.
Yeah, as Tennessee gets the ball back in pretty prime field position, as they throw the ball, he's dropped back to pass, and they get the ball right back.
And
Are you
it goes
serious?
back to the Beavers, and let's see where they're going. They're moving up to the 50, and they're going to be close to the 44.
Holy
On the 48-yard line.
What
That is a huge pick for the Beavers.
What a turn of events. Tennessee gets the pick and gets the ball right back on the very next possession.
This is what I'm talking about. If the defense does its job, let's look at Foster right now. This is an excellent example of not just being at the right place at the right time, but just being alert.
And to be
knowing where
honest,
they are.
and let's be honest here, after seeing that play, who the hell was Tennessee's quarterback throwing to?
I had no idea. If anybody was open, it would have been an opportunity for him to try
It's
to
like he threw
sooner
it right to the
than later.
defender.
Like, no one was really available. The routes were just not developed well enough. Now we're at 2nd and 13 at the 48. And for Oregon State, to be in this opportunity of a possession, let's try to see if they can capitalize and put some points on the board before the half.
You do have a point. They haven't really scored yet, and we're well into the first half. And
That's
he gets the
pass,
ball.
breaks the defender, and that's going to be a first down.
What a way to fight for yards. And he gets the first and moves the chains. Pretty good play there.
By Reddick's, number
Yes,
3. And I
yes.
think that if Oregon State is going to try to make some moves.
Look at that.
You got a wide receiver was able to get down and show strength to hold on to the ball.
As they're well into territory now, with 3:14 left to go in the second quarter, drops
the
back the pass,
37.
and he's going to throw it with a
Going
bomb.
deep.
And
That's not a
no.
connected pass.
But you got to give them credit for being aggressive, for taking up a shot down the field. Can't blame them for that. You saw an opening, you took it. It didn't
but
work
you were
out.
threading the needle on that one.
Hey, you got to take a shot. It's a 50-50 ball, and, it didn't work out. So
Here they are at the 37, 2nd and 10.
see what they're going to do here.
Let's try to get it out in the air. Number
Drops
6
back,
is
drop
staying
back.
in the
Throw the
pocket.
ball away. Oh, my goodness.
But he wasn't able to let that ball go. So now it's 3rd and oh dear. At the 20.
AKA 3rd and 22.
It's a long one. And let's again look at Talander, showing you that if you aren't doing your job to get the ball out, I'm just going to have to take it from you. Well, at least attempt to. And now we're at a 3rd and oh dear.
3rd and 22. Ball on the, I think, 49-yard line. Drops back. Quarterback Murphy throws and
Doesn't
drops
make it
it.
happen, and that's going to be a turnover.
And they're going to have to punt. What a waste of the possession. They get the ball right back and do absolutely
I
nothing
thought that was
with
a turnover, but now it's just 4th and 22. So
now
that
you wanna
ball
say
is going
22.
back.
I'm just playing with you.
It was good while it lasted. Let's see what happens now as Tennessee gets the ball back. A missed opportunity for
Yes.
Oregon State to try to put some points on the board.
Luckily,
Now
he didn't hit
going
with a
deep.
flag there.
And it hits down to the 5, but it's bouncing out, so it's going to be a touchback. They'll play at the 20.
Luckily, they didn't get hit with a roughing the kicker. That would have been very devastating for Tennessee. But
Easy first down.
Right.
But here we are. They're at the 20. Stands back to pass, gets it,
it goes nowhere.
but doesn't make any moves.
Luckily, he got to the line of scrimmage in time, so it's only going to be no loss with 2nd and 10. With about 2:15 left to go before we get to the 2-minute warning.
Aguilar underperforming with 75 yards, 1 touchdown, but 1 interception so far.
Yes, and to go back to what you said to me earlier, we're gonna go with Indiana. Like I said, Indiana is white hot right now. They're undefeated. They're beating teams. As we get to 2-minute warning, they're beating teams mercilessly. It's not even close. Some of these games they're winning by 30, by 40 points. It's ridiculous. And for Fresno State, I mean, talk about a Cinderella story. Talk about a team of redemption.
Can they stay undefeated?
I think they can, but their biggest test will be coming up when they face Clemson. Clemson could be, Clemson has nothing to play for, really. Right. But at this, oh my goodness!
Oh, and that's a pick!
And that might be a pick 6!
And that's going to be for 6!
Holy hell!
And the Beavers are now on for a 26-yard pick 6 by Black.
And the game's going to be tied. What a turn of events! That's the second pick by Oregon State, decent, but this time at least for a touchdown.
And here we are. Now we have a game. Let's look at that missed opportunity. Number 17 undercovered him, and it gave him an easy running lane for a touchdown. And number 20 is now chopping down the lead, and it's going to be a 7-7 tie with the extra point. And there it is. Now we're at 1:54 in the second quarter, and it's Oregon State 7, Tennessee 7.
I wasn't expecting that, and now we got a game now. It's reset it now. There's 1:54 left to go in the first half as Oregon State kicks it back to Tennessee. What do you think of that turn of events just now?
Well, look at this. If Oregon State can say, hey, I can keep up with you, they're going to do it as early as they can. So far, if they can put points on the board before the half, they have a fighting chance, and they're now at a tie. So,
oh my goodness, what the hell was that?
Tennessee is just unable to hold on to the ball, and now
I think the ball got tipped, and he just
dropped it.
No one
saw that.
Yeah, I wish we can get a replay, but guys in the truck, they want to look at the crowd and the nosebleeds, whatever.
Great angles.
Yeah, man, great guys, man, great guys. I'm tired. Anyway,
at the 22nd. Number 6 steps back,
gets the first.
Off, and that's a first down and a little bit more.
Well, at the 40-yard line with 1:42 left to go, and they got all 3 of their timeouts, so they got time to get down the field. Pretty good run. That's going to be a gain of like maybe 15, 20.
Yeah.
And with 1:39, the clock is moving. 1:38 left to go in the first half. They get back to the line. Can they get in field goal range or score a touchdown before they get into the first half?
Let's see. They can try to get some points before the half.
And he throws it deep. And
not able to connect, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Hey, I got to give these quarterbacks credit. They take a shot. They see something that they like, and they take a shot down the field. Sometimes it works. Most times it don't.
I mean, hey.
But hey, man, you got to be aggressive.
It's at least entertaining, at least.
I guess, but it's Oregon State. Oof. So I'm just saying,
Well, look, Tennessee is trying to say to Oregon State, why are you being such a pest? Why are you getting on my case?
Tennessee playing down the competition.
Come on, Tennessee. But that is going to be a completed pass, and it's going to be a timeout. And they're down to their first timeout with 2 left.
Aguilar is already at 100 yards with a touchdown pass.
This is 3rd and 3 at the 42.
But yeah, it's Oregon State. They should be up by at least 30 by now.
But instead, they get the first down, and they'll move the chains down to the 41.
I mean, you should know this by now. It's Oregon State. I mean, when was the last time you're like, oh my God, Oregon State's coming to town. We got to be careful. Not never.
I mean, look, Oregon State, they had some successful wins. I mean, some people think Louisiana and Army as wins. It's definitely not something really
they were in the tournament?
So,
exactly.
Considering for Oregon State, this is a real, this is a a showcase of whether or not they can actually play.
The other competent teams shit the bed, and now Oregon State just happened to luck themselves into position right now. Let's just keep it real.
Well, here we are as Tennessee is going to try to break the tie and get back in the lead.
Should be a touchdown right here.
And here he is. With that, that's going to be a timeout. Makes it 3rd and 3 at the 34.
They're showing these people that the mascot should be out throwing for a touchdown. That's how they should not care about Oregon State.
Steps back, gets it, and that's going to be a first down.
And he doesn't get out of bounds, and they only have 1 timeout left. I don't think they're going to call it.
They're not going to use it yet, and now they're at the 28.
First of all, they still need no timeouts. I mean, look who they're playing. I'm just saying. I mean, it's Oregon State, the Beavers. I am a volunteer. Why would a volunteer be afraid of a beaver? I'm just saying.
Well, look, Oregon State is holding its own. Both teams are 2-2. So they're pretty much neck to neck.
No.
Right there. That's going to be a first down.
All right, cameraman, you got to stop getting.
Final timeout.
How many times are we going to get the same angle? We get it. There's a lot of people in the nosebleeds.
They're at the 2-yard line, first and goal. Can they break the tie?
And they do.
They will for a Volunteers touchdown.
That should have been a 25-point game break and be up by 30, but it's a touchdown nonetheless. And Tennessee gets back into the lead with 17 seconds left to go in the first half.
And let's look at Matthews, the wide receiver. Right there, couldn't help himself but be wide open.
Oh, yeah, Oregon State's defense.
No one was around.
I mean, self-explanatory.
And there goes the points, as an extra point will be added on shortly. I don't see how they're going to go for 2 at the moment.
They would have no reason to.
Maybe you never know at the gap.
What?
That's more, distance with the lead.
God, you sound like this guy. You sound like that coach from Detroit. What's his name?
He's trying to get the most points as possible.
Dan, yeah.
Oh, jeez. But right now...
Dan, it's 4th and 7. You want to go for it? Yeah, sure. What?
Why not? Move the gap. It's 14-7 Tennessee, and Oregon State's going to get the ball back not with much time.
I'm not going to entertain that response. I'm not going to do it.
16 seconds to go in the first half.
Oh, wow. What a hit.
That stop is going to put them at the 16-yard line.
What a hit. I'd be pissed, too, if I'm only up by 14.
They're probably going to get like 2 more plays before time runs out. That's one of them.
No, Oregon State, this is going to be the last play of the half.
2nd and 5 seconds to go. They're going to let the clock.
All right, cameraman. Enough. How many times are we going to... We get it. Anyway, sorry, folks. It's halftime. Oregon State, unfortunately, is up by 2 possessions. They should be up... Sorry, 1 possession. That's how much I don't care about this game. As you can see, look at this.
The stats tell the story. I mean, Oregon State had the ball for a while, but they can't really throw much, and they don't know how to move. So we aren't able to do anything on both sides of the ball.
You see how you just said
how that? How the hell do they have 7 points?
Thank you. I thought I was going to be the one to say it. At least you can say it.
I mean, the stats just makes it hilarious. But they're still in the game because they're only down by 1 possession.
Unfortunately.
But look what Clemson's doing.
Clemson? You see how much we don't care about this game? That's not even the team that's playing.
Tennessee. I'm so annoyed by how annoying this game is.
So now you understand where I'm coming from now.
All right, well, look. I apologize. Clemson, I got confused. I'm still thinking about that game.
Well, we will. The folks will see it soon.
I think that's going to be a really good matchup.
Could be, or
Fresno State. That's a testament, right? Like if they imagine Fresno State beating a pretty solid ACC team.
That's true. That will give them a lot of momentum, even though they have really much nothing to play for but seeding. Oh my God. Anyway,
we need a counter of like if graphics can try to do that. If we could just put a counter on the side,
you don't got that type of budget.
Well, if you could figure out a way, if some way we can count how many times throughout the show we see that camera angle.
Okay, we'll see.
I mean, come on.
Oh my God!
That's like the 5th time we saw that, right? Or maybe 6th.
It's not that shit. 1 sack.
3rd and 15.
1 sack
at the 23-yard line, and let's look at Joseph.
You know, he has a first name, right?
Okay, Joshua. I mean, he's going for his 2nd sack, and look how he gets to the quarterback. Clocked him and
can't say his full name. Is he allergic to saying full names?
No, I always like to go formal. I always go by the last.
Madden 99, like Simmons at the 35-yard line.
Well,
okay, Pat Summerall.
Well, good for you. You call them by their first name, like you know them. Oh, like you hang.
Their name is right there on the screen.
Then you can call it too. Why are you?
You're the play-by-play guy.
Yes, and people can understand the last name of the person, which is highly identifiable on most.
Whoa!
That's big words, Terry. Whoa! I don't understand why we're having this conversation.
Exactly, because anything is more interesting than watching Oregon State play. Exactly.
Notice why you went on that tangent. I'm like, are you that bored?
Well, look, they're already putting the ball away.
It's a 1-possession game. Like this is still a good opportunity for Oregon State to get back in the game.
Unfortunately, it is.
But Tennessee is going to hold on to the ball.
What the hell is he so hyped for?
I don't know why that had to be displayed, but they cut it pretty early. Let's see what they do at the 33. Passes it off a screen and doesn't gain, but actually loses 3 yards.
Just throw a flea flicking touchdown. Why are you throwing
Why are
screen
we
passes?
doing a screen pass? I don't understand.
Exactly. See, you're understanding my frustration with this damn Tennessee team. This game should have been 37-7.
These play calls and these choices have been quite awkward.
I mean, yeah, they're playing down the competition once again.
And here they go. They're going to run it.
And he's going
Doesn't
nowhere.
gain, but maybe a yard. Davis holding him down with his third tackle.
You had...
We need a counter for this. I swear to God.
You...
The 7th time.
You hand the ball off. Why are you looking at the fucking running back? That's your fault. You should throw the ball.
And here we go at 3:03 on the in the third quarter. 3rd and 12.
Oh, he's going to throw a bomb.
Deep and not connected, and that's going to make it 4th and 12.
So you guys are letting Oregon State quarterbacks shut down your receivers?
Ooh, Oregon State is trying to fight for survival. They're trying to show that those wins against Louisiana and Army, yeah, they may be weak, but they can go up against top 20 talent.
I didn't know
and
they
they'll
were
see if they can get the ball back. They're here.
They were trespassing in the tournament?
They're here, and they're here playing, so let's see what happens now.
Playing for what? Popcorn and tuition?
Well, Oregon State, maybe for a lot more if they get a key win here from Tennessee. And right now, number 6 staying in the pocket, gets the ball out, and the receiver making enough movement for 9 yards.
Surprised didn't tell his ACL there.
And that's going to be 2nd and 1 at the 35.
See, I heard you cracking your voice. You wouldn't expect me to say that.
No, was not expecting that. But here we go now.
Honestly, to be real with you, and I don't want you to feel some type of way. I'm surprised the fans didn't leave yet.
No, this is still a 1-possession game.
I'd be pissed if this game was close like this.
No one should be leaving. It's really a close
game.
If
I pay all this money to see a close game between Oregon State and fucking Tennessee, I'd leave too.
No, I think you pay good money. Actually watch the match. But right now, it's moving down to the 41, 1st and 10 for Oregon State. They're going to try to see if they can get maybe a possible 7 points for a tie and try to go 14-14 by the half. But right now, they get it to the receiver, and that's going to be a gain of 5 for Reddick.
Why are you bumping the players like you did something important? Why is it? Get this mascot off the TV screen, man.
Here we see that pass again.
Should have been a fucking penalty.
To curl in and get the reception.
You didn't see that flag? That should have been a penalty.
Well, they didn't see it.
I saw it. You saw it. You saw it, right?
Well, no challenge. They're moving it on now, and let's see what number 6, the quarterback, does.
Oh my God, the ball got tipped.
But it just got tipped, and now it's 3rd and 5.
Just like I tipped them off to let them know that they're going to lose.
Ooh. You just have no faith in Oregon State,
It's Oregon State. I mean, come on. I mean, you saw what they did in the last tournament.
Well, let's see. They're holding on. This is not a blowout by any measure.
Should be.
And now they have a key play here to launch as they're in 3rd and 5.
Oh, should be a delay again. Oh, no, it's not.
And right now, gets it for the 1st down.
You see he hit the rim, right?
Chains.
That should have been Sports Like Connie. He should have been ejected.
No, you're looking. I don't know why you're going that deep down this hole. But right now, it's 14-7.
See, gambling has ruined the sport. That's what it is. Gambling has ruined the sport.
How are you saying this is a form of gambling?
Because that should have been a flag. You don't call that, but you'll call anything else?
They didn't see it.
Gambling is ruining the sport of football.
I don't think it's gambling. That's a big speculation. But that's going to be a reception for a 1st down for Oregon State.
Sir, you're getting hyped like this is the national championship. It's fucking Oregon State.
I mean, you don't understand, and maybe I need to repeat it for the 3rd time. These are 2 teams that are 2-2. Winner is going to have another step for a playoff bid. Losers eliminated. This is a elimination game in round 5 of the tournament. So yeah, I'm going to take it a bit seriously. There's a lot on the line. I think these are 2 pretty good teams so far playing it out well.
So let me get this straight. We could have been calling an Indiana game. We could have been calling a Fresno State game. We got stuck to call this.
I think it's a good matchup. I think you're underestimating.
We wasn't even good enough to get on College Game Day. That's when they know they don't give a shit about this game. They didn't even cover this shit.
Well, we're here. And the reception gets it, and it's going to make it near for the 1st down. It will be for a 1st down. So say what you want.
In the back.
Clock is going to run down. They're going to probably end it here to end the quarter.
You see, folks, I see things that sometimes BBG doesn't see, and that's okay. I mean, even the best commentators make mistakes. I saw an illegal block in the back, and BVG probably didn't see it. Let's look at the third quarter stats. And this is ridiculous. But yeah, I saw the illegal block in the back, and BBG didn't catch it. And I understand he's writing down notes.
I mean, I'm not the ref, so it doesn't matter if I saw it or not. The reality is that the refs didn't call it, so it didn't happen. Game moves on. And right now, number 6 is going to hold on to the ball, and that's going to be a gain of 5.
And he's going to get, look at that, -8 yards. Lord Jesus.
Nothing much being gained.
I don't know why this stupid.
But this is the fourth quarter, so for Oregon State, it's now or never. But they're in a very strong position. They're at the 3-yard line.
Strong position.
Yes, to tie the game.
Or get a first and goal.
Or that too, which is still forward progress. And right now for number 3, that's going to be a gain about 3 yards, and that makes it 3rd and 3.
Yep. 3rd and 3.
This is going to be a very important play for the Beavers. If they're able to pull it off, they'll manage to try to get into a touchdown situation that'll tie up the match.
Stadium post is high, as it should be. It's Oregon State. And
easy reception. And that's going to be a first down, like you mentioned, 1st and goal at the 1.
Embarrassing.
Let's see if it's going to be like a quick halfback draw or maybe a halfback go. I can't see why they'll throw it.
Any other team, that would have been a touchdown. But, of course, it's Oregon State. Of course, they're short.
Well, they're about to tie up the game right now if they're able to get past this 1 yard. And here goes the snap. Gets it. And will hold on to it, but didn't gain anything. So that's going to be 2nd and goal. Still at the 1. Wow, dead air. That's rare.
Because what am I supposed to say? Any other team would have got in already. I bet you it was Tennessee on the others, and they would have got in.
I guess.
You guess. I know.
Here we go once again.
What'd I tell you?
Got clogged up on that one. I think that might have been a loss of 1. But now it's 3rd and goal.
You see him trying to punk out the fucking the receivers and stuff like that? How to do the same thing too. Like, yo, what are y'all doing? It's Oregon State. What are you doing?
Well, they're going to try to see if they can make something happen here. It is 3rd and goal. We're down to less than 3 minutes to end the game. And here we go. And that's a stop. And now it's 4th and goal. Now at the 4-yard line. And for Oregon State, an opportunity to get 6 on the board. They're going to have to make a rough decision. Go for the guaranteed 3, or maybe try to tie up the match right here.
They're going for it.
Looks like they're going to go for it. It's either Tennessee stops them and remains in the lead with less than 3 minutes to go, or can Oregon State tie it? And it's going to be a tie. That's a Beavers touchdown.
Wow.
And the Beavers are back. And I told you, this is not a game to sleep on.
You know what?
Because the Beavers are now going to tie it up.
I will give that to him. Wow. And he threw that in coverage.
Look at Walker, the wide receiver.
We got to catch this again.
Making it happen by the quarterback number 6.
Is that in double coverage? Let's see.
Look at that.
Oh, wow. He just marked the guy.
And he just out-jumped him on that one.
I'm impressed. That was pretty good. Yeah, rubbing.
And that is a great opportunity for the Beavers now to tie it up 14-14 with less than 3 minutes to go in the 4th and final quarter.
2:23 left.
Setting up for the kick. The kick is good.
Extra point is good, and we are tied once again.
A 15-play drive. What a grind.
Yeah, and it's tied at 14 all.
They earned those points.
2:23 left to go in the game. This is pretty much Tennessee's game now. All they got to do is kill the clock, get in field goal range, and this game is over. And we don't got to worry about Oregon State ever again. We should have to worry about them in the first place because it's Oregon State.
But Oregon State right now, if they can get a key stop, try to get the ball back, they could possibly win it, but they got to get a key stop right here.
Or
and right now
Tennessee's
for Tennessee,
oh my goodness,
is going to give it to Oregon State. And that's a key move here.
Why would you throw the ball?
Set Tennessee back. That's another pick. And that's going to be another possession turnover to Oregon State.
Why would you throw?
2 minutes and 12 seconds in the game. This is not the time for a turnover. Let's look at Davis, number 9. I mean, what a missed opportunity. I mean, if you are Tennessee, what a missed opportunity, because for Davis, right place at the right time, he's going to get the ball for Oregon
Why
State.
would you throw the ball? You have no reason to throw the ball. Why would you do that?
At this point, if Oregon State can try to get into field goal position,
Right.
they can end it right here.
Good, you didn't hear what I said. Anyway.
Rigged?
Oh, wow, you caught that? Oh, I'm just playing. Anyway, look, I can't believe Tennessee is about to choke this game away.
This is a very good game. This is a very good game. I mean, this is what we want to see from two teams trying to fight their way into a playoff.
You sure about that?
And it's now, I am, and it's 3rd and 1 with less than 2 minutes to go in the game.
I don't even care about this.
Oregon State
I'm
has
just shocked
possession.
that Tennessee's in the position. I keep telling them, stop playing down to competition and stop looking past your opponent. Why would you throw the ball when all you have to do is kill the fucking clock?
Well, Oregon State is in a great position for at least a field goal, but they're going for
Oh my goodness!
They're going to make it. That's a touchdown for the Beavers, and they take the lead.
Tennessee's going to lose. They're going to lose the game.
Oregon State takes the lead with 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Hankerson, the halfback.
Anthony Hankerson.
Look at Anthony Hankerson.
Thank you.
Oh my God, I don't know why that's that important. They managed to make it in for a
These
key
fans
touchdown.
up here are shocked. Now is a good time to be up here because these fans are shocked. They cannot believe that they gave up a game-losing pick. And now Oregon State is in the lead with 1:30 left to go in the game. If Tennessee loses this game, this is going to be one of the most embarrassing losses in the history of the CFT.
Well, it's a 3-play, 27-yard drive from Oregon State. Puts them up by 1 possession with 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the game. For Oregon State, as they give the ball back to Tennessee, they got to get a key stop. If they can get the ball back and then hold on to it, it's all over. So for Tennessee, it's do or die. This is a key drive that will tell the story of their chances of the playoffs.
Let's see here. Tennessee's got to get back in this game.
They got to.
They don't got a lot of time.
Steps
and they
back.
throwed. Oh, my goodness.
Near pick. Number 6, I don't know who he was throwing it to, but I did not see you guys there.
These fans are nervous. I would be nervous, too, if I'm losing to a goddamn Oregon State. If I'm losing to a Beaver, I'd be upset, too. 1:23 left to go. They got to get down the field. They are pretty much 80 yards away, and they need to do something here. Throws a dump it off, and he goes nowhere.
It's now 3rd and 10.
I'd be pissed. First, you threw the ball.
And what's interesting is that the clock is running, no timeout being called, considering that you are trailing by a possession. Some level of hurry up
Or a
would
sense
be
of
needed
urgency.
right now.
That'd
Some
be
sense
nice.
of urgency would be needed in this key play, 3rd and 10. Number 6 steps back, stays in the pocket, waiting.
Throws a bomb. Gets it.
And that's a connection. And now they use that timeout with 52 seconds to go in the 4th quarter.
What a dot by the quarterback, and they're at the 30.
And number 6
And he's going to hold on to the ball. And
I'm
he
not
goes
sure about
nowhere.
maybe a yard, but there's an injury by Lance Hurd.
He doesn't go anywhere. It's 2nd and 10. I don't know how much time went off the clock. Not only a few, only 48 seconds to get into the end zone. They still got 1 timeout left. What is the Vols going to do here?
One big play can call it a day, and this could be it.
He catches it! Wow!
It's a touchdown from the Volunteers, keeping the game alive.
What a play!
43 seconds remaining in this game, and the Volunteers are alive thanks to Chris Brazel II.
Thank you.
Was able to get that very key important reception, getting 20 off of him for a first down. And here we are, Tennessee going to tie it up 21-21 with this extra point.
I'm surprised they're not trying to go for the win.
Look, they could go for it.
Why the hell would they do that?
You know why? Because it's 43 seconds left. But
If
instead,
you lose, the game is over. Why would you do that?
they should have gone for it.
No,
Should've gone for it.
dude, you don't.
And now we got a tie game.
I got a 99% chance to get this extra point and then going for
Well,
two.
you know what? It leads me to a question for you. Since Oregon State's going to get the ball with 43 seconds, do you think they're going to try to just take it to overtime? or do you think they're going to try to win it right here?
Take it to overtime.
Really? You're not going to try to go for the win?
First of all, you're not even supposed to even be here. You're trespassing in the tournament, and now you want to say you try to go for the win like you're that cocky?
They qualified through the Pac-12, although there were just 2 teams. But hey, one of them had to make it, and it was them. They won their game rightfully.
So we had a choice between them and Washington State?
Yep.
Yeah, it's 1st and 10 with a timeout call. I'm not even going to entertain
and they're
that.
still
I'm not
in
gonna
the
entertain that. I'm not
game,
entertaining
21-21 with 37 seconds left at the 15.
That's too
second
much.
and 12.
That's too much material for me to use. 2 teams, and now I'm supposed to be surprised, shocked.
Well, here they are.
Should have just let them both in for all that.
They're not out of this game at all with possession, and that's why for another first down from Clemens.
And they used up all their timeouts, so you're doing all that for what?
One timeout remaining.
You're not even at midfield yet.
They have 1 timeout left with 32 seconds.
But you're not at midfield yet.
Doesn't matter. They still have time.
How about get out of bounds?
Let's see what they can do
timeout.
here. You can just watch the game and see what happens, but he has to hold on to the ball. Stops the clock with
Game should be over.
second and 10.
Shouldn't be done to watch. The game is over.
I don't know why you're making all this passive assumptions. Just watch.
I am watching. I'm watching a team that shouldn't be here.
Okay, they are here now. I think you have to accept that premise. It's the game becomes over. Delusional much. Let's look at Oregon State at 27 seconds. Can they try to break the tie and win it here?
Why the hell would they do that? And I don't like this team, but I will just take it to overtime.
Here we go. Key stop from Tennessee. And now it's 3rd and 13. I don't think there is a need for any more action at this point.
No, you want to talk about trying to win the game. See,
they had 2 opportunities, in my opinion, to do it. That was 30 seconds ago. So now it's all
just take it to overtime.
Out of reach.
Because what if you throw a pick? What if he fumbles the ball? Just take it to overtime.
That's a high-risk, high-reward situation. But here we go as they take the last play in.
When your season's on the line, you don't put yourself in those positions.
Well, here we are now. They're in a new position. It is overtime. As we move into overtime, it's 21-21. This is the first time we're doing this, so look at the overtime rules. The coin toss for choice of offense or defense at the end of the field. Each team will get a possession from the opposition's 25-yard line, and a 2-point conversion must be done if we move into the second overtime and onward. So let's see who's going to get possession. Now, normally the advice is given that if you were to win the toss, try to go as the defense, because that way you can see what the offense is giving you and try to respond to keep the game going.
I mean, yeah, you got a point there, but right now, like again, everything is reset now. The ball's at the 25-yard line.
And you know what's interesting? Now that you said the word reset, now you can let go of this whole Oregon State doesn't belong here. They are now in overtime. So this
I still have that.
This is a game of routine.
Look at that already.
And speaking of
that's
routine,
right. Get out of here.
That's
Get this
a
team out of here.
touchdown for the Volunteers.
You were saying?
And now Oregon State's going to have to respond.
You were saying?
I was saying that, look, this is a game of routine football. This is where you've spent a lot of time practicing these routine situations. It's now a question of, can you execute? Tennessee gave that answer.
Well, yeah.
That was a touchdown. And let's see if Oregon State can respond.
They're not. This game is over.
You keep saying they don't, they won't, they are not, and here they still are. So let's find out if Oregon State's going to make a response worthy of a double overtime. But before we see that, let's see the extra point for the from the Volunteers. That should put them to now 28-21.
And let's see Oregon.
One play.
Let's see Oregon State get up here and go 3 and out or 4 and out. We'll see what they're going to do here, which is probably going to be nothing. But like you said, it's a reset button. So let's see what they're going to do here. Ball to 25-yard line.
Like we didn't hear what you just said. So with Oregon State at the 25-yard line.
Let's see.
Stays in the pocket.
Gets sacked.
Still scanning. Releases and gets a first down. And now they're going to be at the 13-yard line. Received by Clemens. And right here, Oregon State now relying on their passing game, been relatively doing so in the second half more than the first, and it's certainly paying off because right now they're moving down the field. Every single reception matters in overtime, and steps back, and that's a touchdown from the Beavers, and that's a tie, and we're moving to double overtime. With the extra point, unless they're going to try to go for 2, I mean, they could go for 2.
I'm not even going to entertain that statement.
You get to say a lot of stuff, but
I have nothing to say. I can't believe that play even happened.
Well, it did. And with the Oregon State, maybe extra point, maybe 2-point conversion.
What's with your obsession with 2-point conversion?
Because this is a game over situation if that's the case.
Why take the risk? Just take the extra point and total double overtime. You should never be here anyway. Just be happy that you're here.
And with the extra point, it's again a
You must want them to leave already if you already asked them to go for 2.
I just want them to win because the way they've been playing, I'm rooting for the Beavers. I think that the Beavers have done enough work to demonstrate that
don't you want to vote for a winner?
I want to see a team that wants it bad enough, and Oregon State has been fighting the entire game. And now possession stays with Oregon State. They need to get not only a touchdown, but a 2-point conversion to stay alive. Now it's 2nd and 4 at the 18.
And right now, the crowd is trying to get back into
Still
it.
here.
I'm surprised too. I would have left too if this game was close like this. But, hey, you got to support your team, right? Not like I got class in the morning. Anyway, 2nd and 4.
I honestly think that you're saying this because you felt like this entire game was Tennessee's just going to do their jobs, and now you're seeing them having to do actual work to win.
No, I keep telling them they need to stop playing out of competition. They costly turnovers, fatal mistakes, not fatal because nobody died, but they're just making a bunch of mistakes to this team.
Well, here they are with Oregon State at the 13-yard line. Gets it off to the halfback, but plugs him down with a loss of 4.
That should have been a loss of 30.
Making it 2nd.
Oh, is quarterback hurt? Oh, no, I thought he was hurt.
He just had a moment where he needed to get up a little slowly.
So he's being emotional.
Okay. So it is with 27 seconds on the play clock running. They're on the 17-yard line.
We're calling play clocks now?
Well, that's all the time we have. But anyway, looking at the ball, number 6 gets it to the wide receiver, and that's going to be a gain of 5. So that makes it 3rd and 9.
Pretty good hit. Should have knocked him unconscious, but, hey.
Okay. Very key, important drive right here, but more so very important play because this is going to be a situation where if they don't make it, it's going to be a 4th down situation automatically. But number 6,
he's going to get sacked.
No. Good for a touchdown. And here we are with the Beavers with a 2-point conversion opportunity to push the game.
That should be a flag.
Well,
excessive celebration.
That's not. And with Oregon State, they got to get an extra point, but no, a 2-point conversion to try to keep their hopes alive.
Oh, wait, so they got to get a 2-point conversion, right?
At this point, because it's double overtime.
Good. Well, Tennessee defense should step up here and...
Yeah, in theory. But
no,
but Tennessee has given up so many points to Oregon State. For them to be 34-28, way too many points given up to even be in this situation. But now they're going for the 2-point conversion to keep the game going.
He's gonna stop them?
They make it for 2 points. It's now 36-28.
All right. Well, all Tennessee has to do is get a 2-point conversion. And unfortunately, we'll be going to a 2-point conversion off. So
here we are. Tennessee, they're going to have to get a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to put it to triple overtime. But here we go with an 8-point gain by Aguilar. 2nd and 2 on the 17-yard line. Tennessee, you have to respond, and you got to do it now.
They got this. They're going to get this. We're going a 2-point conversion off. We got this. It's Oregon State. We got this. We shouldn't even be in overtime in the first place, but we got this.
Keep saying it's Oregon State, but they keep finding a way to stay in the game, and they're still
well, not for long.
It's 3rd and 3, and this is going to be it. If for some reason they're unable to make 3 yards, whatever little they have, they'll have to go for it on 4th. But this is something where Tennessee has routinely been able to make easy 3rd down conversions. So this should be no different, and that's another reason why. Gets it to number 8, and that's a 1st down, moving the chains down to the 12-yard line in overtime.
Well, that's true. They're gonna get a new fresh set of downs, and they're getting eyeing closer and closer
Yeah.
into the end zone. And like I said, they gotta score and get the 2-point conversion,
To still stay in the game.
which I think they should be able to do. They should be able to punch in the next 2 or 3 plays.
If that happens,
If.
triple overtime means
If.
it should
Oh,
2-point conversions the entire rest of the way. But that wasn't a connected pass.
That could have ended the game right there, honestly.
Easily could have, but he would have needed a 2-point conversion. Let's see that again. Number 42. If you could have held on to that ball, like you said,
The game would have been
game,
on.
set, match for Oregon State. But right now, Tennessee holding on, 2nd and 10.
Good thing that his still those
At the 12. Number 6 is going to hold on to it and gets it in.
No, he
That's
dropped
only
it.
a drop pass, so that doesn't help. It's now 3rd and 10 for Tennessee. They got basically 2 opportunities left to get to a touchdown and go for 2 points.
As we see the sun is setting, as the sun is setting on Oregon State's playoff hopes, as Tennessee are at 3rd and 10. Can they get the ball in there? Let's see what they're gonna do. Should be a tutty.
That's a connection. That's a touchdown for the
1,
Volunteers.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders there, and they left one guy wide open.
That
Yeah,
is
that's the thing you
not,
believe in,
that's
huh?
not smart. But now that's only half the battle. Because for Brazil too, although he managed to get 6, you have to get a extra 2 points to keep the game going. So they have to go for 2. Can they make this a 36-36 tie in double overtime?
Chris Brasler made the touch. Brazil, whatever. And no, I'm sorry, it's Tennessee. I apologize. I'll get your name right. I apologize. So they need this to stay in the game.
This is it. They have to get for 2. They have to go for 2 and get it. And right now,
And he gets
it's
it.
connected, and we move to triple overtime.
Let's see here.
A CFT first. We have never gone
Yes,
this
yes.
far. Not only have we've never been an overtime game, we've never seen a triple overtime game ever. So
Well-
at this point, it's all 2-point conversion situations that will determine who will win. They'll all play at the opposition's 3-yard line.
And Tennessee.
Here we go.
Oh, we got close.
It was close, but didn't gain much.
Let's see what happens here. It's now Oregon State's time to not get this, and if they don't, we'll go to a 4th OT.
At this point, just flip a coin. But can it end right here for Oregon State? All they need
Let's
is
see what
2.
they're gonna do.
They're going to try to throw it.
No.
And that's a connected pass for 2 points. And it's now 38-36. Final. The Beavers upset the Volunteers, and the Volunteers are eliminated. I said it before, and I'll say it again. Yeah, I believed in you. I said it from the I wouldn't say very beginning, but definitely by the 3rd quarter, I was on to something. And that kid, he is the player of the game. This is well deserved for Oregon State. Oregon State figured out a way to shut down the defense and turn on the offense when it was necessary. This was a testimony for their case of still staying in the tournament.
Well, folks, for all of us here,
We're not done. Obviously, it's some extra time is needed here because let's talk about
We
what
gotta go
just
extra time?
happened. Yes, because what just happened here is a moment that should be discussed. You had 2 teams, one team 12th ranked, that's Oregon State, Tennessee 14th ranked, and throughout the entire game, you give Oregon State shit for whatever reason, I don't know. I mean, I don't understand this. Are you just projecting because Tennessee should have done better? I think Oregon State did everything that they were supposed to do and more to not just stay in the game, but defeat them. And sure, maybe Oregon State shouldn't have belonged here. Maybe not. But guess what? They are. And you know what else? They are now 3-2. They'll have one more chance to make it into a playoff game.
and I bet you they'll lose that, and then all that stuff.
Who knows? But we know what we don't know about that. But you know what we do know?
Wait,
Will not be playing in the playoffs. They have 3 losses, so they're done. No, it's no it's a reality. They got 3 losses. They're out of the fucking play-in. So at this point, give Oregon State their props. That's what I'm saying. I think that they deserve it. This is arguably the best win in their catalog of wins.
All right. Is it my go? Is my time to go now?
Speak.
Oregon State, I'm proud of you. I apologize for saying what I was saying, and you guys fought hard. And for a lot of naysayers who said that you don't belong here, you proved all those naysayers wrong, and now you basically keep your playoff hopes alive. And I'm happy for you guys. I apologize. I was being entertaining just for the sake of entertaining, and you guys fought hard. From what you guys was at last tournament to where you guys at now, that it's great. And again, I apologize. I apologize to the staff, apologize to the team, apologize to everyone. You guys happy to be here, and you know what? The better team won, and I gotta commend them. Now, before I let you continue, we're gonna talk about Tennessee.
That's exactly what I wanted to do. Let's talk about it. Because Tennessee, you're a disappointment.
Whoa! I'm gonna let you get your stuff off. Let me start off. I'm gonna let you get because I know how you are. Let me get this off.
Go in.
We had a whole discussion about this on the last extra time.
Yes, we did.
When they barely beat Arizona State, and we told them, I said it verbatim. Stop playing down to competition.
I've been saying this entire game.
And they did exactly what I told them not to do. Not only that you played down the competition, you got costly interceptions, costly turnovers. One of them was a pick six.
Pick six, yeah.
And then they took you to overtime.
Not just overtime.
Triple overtime.
First time ever in CFT history.
And then you lost. Now, I don't want to say you choked. I know BVG is going to be nuclear, you guys. So I'm going to be the nicer of the two, because what he's going to say is going to be nowhere nicer than what I'm saying right now. It's going to be tame. What I'm saying is tame compared to what he's going to say. Now, before I finish up, I just want to say to Tennessee, you guys were but you stumbled down the stretch and you tripped over yourselves, and now you are eliminated from playoff contention. So great season from you guys. Unfortunately, you guys could not make it out. Better luck next year. Hope you guys make it back to the next tournament. And I'm proud of you guys. You guys fought hard. You did what you need to do. And unfortunately, it just wasn't your year. And sometimes it happens sometimes. Sometimes the best teams don't win. Sometimes you need a little luck and you need a lot of faith to get through this tournament. Unfortunately, luck just ran out for you guys. So hope to see you guys next year. And BVG, the floor is yours.
Tennessee, you're a goddamn disappointment.
Wait.
No, I am. And I don't need you to stop me, because it just shows that the losses against SMU and Arizona State, two talented programs that are really good enough to demonstrate a playoff attempt, you couldn't beat them. Yeah, your Clemson win, sure, but you also won against Louisiana. Should I be that impressed? You only had one job, and your job is to hold the passing game down as far as you can. Like, shut them down. Do not allow them to try to throw deep in the air. And what the hell you think they can do? Their passing game saved their asses. You had no response. I don't know what the hell type of, offensive line that Tennessee has, but when you're not protecting the quarterback well, how many sacks did we see? More than 10?
I don't think it was that much. But
I believe it had to be at least 6 to 7
so
sacks.
Let me get this straight. It's okay for you to be critical of Tennessee, but
no, you know why? Because I always thought that Tennessee, this should be something of a challenge, but not too much for you to not, fuck up the whole situation leading to the end. But you had us fooled, thinking that you had an easy chip shot against Oregon State. You had us tricked, hoodwinked, bamboozled. You had us in a situation where you actually thought that Tennessee should have had a routine win, and they shat the bed. I mean, come on, Tennessee. Come on. At this point, Tennessee, try to at least end with a 500 record. Try to end 3-3. Don't be piss poor and go 2-4, right? Try to leave with some level of dignity as you go into your sixth and final game. And Tennessee, let me remind you that just because you play in the SEC doesn't mean you're automatically entitled a playoff spot. This ain't the, football playoffs. This is the CFT. You got to earn wins, and you just gave it up. And here we are now saying goodbye to you as Oregon State moves on in their 6th game. Disappointment.
Oh, I mean, he said it, I did it.
Disappointment.
Well, folks, we're eyeing closer and closer into the college football playoffs. We only got a few games left. And we got a couple of doozies. We got Indiana and Fresno State coming up soon with their games. They already have nothing really to play for. They're just playing for seeding. And as the tournament gets ready to wrap up, as we get into the playoffs, we will be having a playoff show coming soon once the rounds are done. And we're going to give you our playoff predictions, seeding, and where teams are going to play at and who's going to play what. So stay tuned for that. But once again, the final score, Oregon State, yeah, I said it, Oregon State 38, Tennessee 36. Well, that's going to do it here for another edition of the CFT for College Football 26. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in. Please like and subscribe. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. I am the other guy alongside my broadcast partner, Brownsville Gilman.
And on behalf of BVG, we can't do it without you, and we will see you next time as we move down the line of round 5 of the CFT 26. Thanks for watching.
Have a good day, folks.